Hey guys, good morning. Today I want to talk to you guys about a book that is kind of near and dear to my heart. It's called The Millionaire Next Door. It's actually a shorter version of The Millionaire Mind, which is chock full, super thick here, about all the research that Thomas Stanley did. So kind of a fun thing is that when I was maybe 10, I can't remember when this book came out, but when I was around 10, then my dad got me the audiobook for the Millionaire Mind. And then the condensed kind of how to implement this is the Millionaire Next Door. And so I was 10 years old, just listening to that cassette tape. Comment below if you guys know what a cassette tape is. I can send you a picture if you don't. But anyways, I would listen to that, and I'm pretty sure I wore it out. I might still have it around here somewhere, but I listened to it over and over again. So I kind of think that some of the mentality of the Millionaire Mind, the Millionaire Next Door here, kind of seeped into my conscious. I am not a millionaire, but it is definitely one of my goals there too. So just to give you guys some ideas of what's in the book, The Millionaire Next Door, it really it did a ton of research, all this survey of people and their net worth versus how they lived and kind of how they accumulated and got that wealth. One staggering thing was it was more about that wealth is actually not tied to income. He found time and time again that people that had high income had just as high expenses and therefore no wealth to show for it, or very little. Versus these people that, maybe they had a household income of $100,000, but they diligently saved and invested, and so when he surveyed them, they actually were multimillionaires, and it was actually really surprising then to dig down into their lifestyle. Again, it was not what you make, but how much you keep. Okay, so what percentage of your income are you investing in? Do you have an employer match? Are you, in addition to after your take-home pay, participating in different programs that are investments? Are you doing things like buying real estate and investing that way? Obviously, you guys know that that's my favorite one there. Essentially, he kept hitting home that the Millionaire Next Door plays really great defense. That they really don't actually care too much about looking wealthy, about living the luxurious life. They actually feel that financial security is more important than having a luxury lifestyle. And that doesn't mean that they can't afford a really nice car. He found most of them that he surveyed did not drive $65,000 cars, but more they would have a used car under $30,000. Even though they were multimillionaires and could afford that, they felt that when you're losing that much money driving it off the lot, that it was better to put those funds into an asset that produced income and gave them that financial security. He also found that a lot of them had niche businesses, so they would either own their own business or they would be in a very niche business to where they could excel in this business world. But even those that didn't, they played really great defense and were able to invest a large portion of their income because they had financial security as their long-term goal. He also said that a majority of them had goals that were written down and their spouse would keep them accountable. He actually said that a lot of them mentioned that their spouses were even more frugal than they are. So frugality was kind of the theme of the book of, hey, spend some time managing your investments and make financial security a goal and really, spell out your goals and focus on your investments. But to get there, you need to not just try to increase your income, which is a definitely good way to get there. But if you increase your income to $500,000 a year and then you were spending $600,000 a year, that's not a winning strategy, obviously. So even if you're making $50,000 a year household income, he said, some of these people did it over time. They diligently invested a certain percentage and lived below their means, and eventually were wealthy to where they could retire early or just have that the lifestyle that they felt comfortable. This isn't jets and pools and Lamborghinis and that type of thing. And those things are totally cool. It would be nice to have some of those fun toys at some point, but really when financial security is the goal, then they weren't putting much emphasis on the luxury lifestyle. So again, I highly recommend this book, especially if you want another dose of good frugality lifestyle habits with the goal of potentially becoming a millionaire. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.